tror det är live nu.
Yes, det är live och vi har gjort så här att vi har tagit Sveriges snabbaste vodcast efter 3 eller om det var 2 eller 3, jag tappar räkningen, haverier med våran streaming-softvara. Så sa vi så här, F it, vi låter alla lojala följare hoppa in i Zoom-konversationen och så prövar vi sända via den. För att vi vill ändå liksom göra vårt schema här, och gör vi om det här sen på YouTube, om det här blir skit, så gör vi det. Vi är ju här för att testa tekniken, det blir lite av en slags indie. Har du någonsin varit på någon rockkonsert eller någonting annat där saker bara är skit och de testar nya grejer och det är kaos? Det är lite som den här grejen.
Alltså, om man ska räkna de rockkonserter jag varit på räcker det nog med 2 fingrar, tror jag.
Okej. Var någon av dem ett independent band med låg budget och så?
Alltså det beror på hur man ser det. Första gången var ju Clawfinger förband och Alice in Chains som var huvudband.
De här Alice in Chains, de låter inte så stora. De lät inte så stora alls på 90-talet.
Inte någonstans var de det.
Nej.
Så att nej, jag tror inte det. Och de andra är nog, alltså det var ju på såna här festivaler och sånt vid något tillfälle, men det är inte min grej.
Nej. Men det här är i alla fall lite av en performing arts. Men vi ska dra igång den här vodcasten. Och vi ska snacka om rivaliteten i Time Attack, eller respekten mellan finnar och svenskar. Och lite historia också. Och nu ska vi dessutom göra det i våran råa mjukvara, det vill säga i Zoom. Och då har vi med våra gäster. Och vi kommer inte köra några filmer. Nu kommer vi bara ha ett samtal och se vad det är som händer. Och sen hoppas vi att våran producent kan plocka upp om det är någon kommentar på YouTube. Så vi i alla fall får lite tittarinteraktion om vi får det här att lira nu. Hur ser det ut? David, har du lite koll på läget? Är vi live eller? Får vi några kommentarer? Ni som är här inne i Zoom-samtalet förresten, ni får jättegärna skriva i YouTube-chatten. Här är bara så att ni kan följa och vara med liksom så. Det var våran plan B. Men skriv gärna i YouTube-chatten så kollar David av kommentarerna där. Men ska vi köra direkt och försöka dra av det här programmet? Vi har ju ett skitbra program. Det är därför det känns så tråkigt.
Ja.
Kan vi göra filmen? Ja, men då vill jag att vi kör en film. We do it in English as well. Thanks to all the Finnish viewers for having patience with us. So we just said that we're going to examine the rivalry, or let's say friendship or respect between Finland and Sweden when it comes to the Time Attack scene. And especially during the King of Mantorp events. So we're going to start off by showing you an old video from the King of Mantorp event where Kridde Valtonen and the legendary RX-7, the one that was there and started it all. And we're going to talk to one of our guests about that, actually. Faced off against another car that some might have forgotten, but it's actually also one of the early time legends. It's called the Nuts GTR. So, David, if you please, our producer, run the video and we'll see the head-to-head battle that we edited for it. So what happens now? Are we muted or what? Everyone be quiet.
Okej. Jag såg ingenting, men ja, men det har jag gjort. Jag säger något. Jag säger hela tiden. Jag fick en notis om att jag var mutad. Är inte det? Eller?
Jaha, nu kom det upp här att jag skulle aktivera mikrofonen av anledning. Okej. Nu är jag unmutad, hoppas jag.
Ja.
Camo, engelska, English or Swedish? Our viewers have to decide. The few that are here decide. Swedish or English? Because we're going to do English with our first guest, so it might
Yes,
as well
English
switch
is
to English.
probably the best.
Yep. Cool. If you're a Swede who doesn't know English, then sorry, take some classes. Come back next time. Let's introduce our next guest. That is one of the most important guests of today, and maybe when it comes to this whole Finland and Swedish connection. Do we have, first of all, any comments in the chat? Because we want to run through those. We have that as a very important part, as our viewers are the most important part of this whole circus and freak show. No real comments, no real questions. People just begging for us to make this work. It's actually working now, so I'm so pleased. Okay, in that case, no further ado, our first guest is Tommi Asikainen of Ratanen Motorsport. It's Time Attack News Finnish ambassador. So, Tommi, if we have the honors of giving everyone and this little video we are recording a little presentation of yourself, please.
Good evening, everyone. Yeah, it's me, Tommi here. And, well, it's been quite a year after all, visiting the Tunnel Series last year. We have had some changes to the car, as many might know that we ran through some technical issues in the King of Mantorp race last year. And yeah, everything should be fine this time. And we will be ready for the first round in Kinnekulla.
But honestly, who are you really? Because I don't think people know you. So you have to get basic here in 60 seconds. Who is
60
Tommi?
seconds about 60
Yeah,
seconds about myself.
You. Yeah,
well,
like you have an elevator ride and you're going to tell someone who you are and what you do.
Who am I? Okay, so basically, time attack enthusiast from Finland. I've been doing cars through my life, but I haven't done racing with cars for my whole life. I used to do motocross before, and then I actually had a quite bad accident in 2016. And 2 years after that, when I started to think about things that maybe I want to work when I'm 30, I found out that time attack actually, and then quickly I gained the idea of the sport. But in meantime, in my daily life, I work as a media producer, and I live quite a basic life here in Finland.
What is a basic life in Finland? Is that like working in a mine and getting drunk all evenings, or can you explain that?
that might be something that many of guys that who live here might think, but
it's a lot of guys in northern Sweden. Sorry, but in Kiruna, I guess that's most of people's lives.
But yeah, I have my house at out of the city. We have a quite nice place there where I like to stay. I have my own garage nearby. I like to build cars there. That's the basic stuff that you would like to do at your free time. And it's got out of hand a bit. I can admit it. I do quite a lot of stuff all the time, but I'm more that kind of guy that I don't just talk. I keep my words, and I do the things that I promise, like you have seen.
We're gonna return to that. You're not gonna get to brag right now. We can do it after I drop the bomb. But can you tell us how the Finnish time attack scene looks like? And since we can actually skip some of the questions that we had prepared, can you tell us a bit about the Finnish time attack scene the past years, and when you came to Sweden, what the major differences were in like culture and like in the I guess, the overall look of the events?
Well, as I wrote the post about this upcoming year, the coming to Time Attack Enu series, it was quite a leap for me because in Finnish Time Attack scene, it's been quite low for a few years now. They've had some trouble in the organization, which is understandable. They haven't had functionality or chances to make the working series here, but they have told us about changes, and I hope all the best for them, and we'll see how this year goes. But it's been quite a struggle here, and it was mind-blowing when I visited Time Attack Enu for the first time. I was like, what the fuck is it?
Yeah, but in what way?
Real like this?
What was blowing your mind? Because, I mean, it's technically different racetracks and different cars, or was it something else?
It was the event management, like how you run through the days. You have everything organized so well, and everything's about the sport itself. There's not some extra stuff all around going on, and then all the things that you do for the sport are like really good. Like, for example, this kind of stuff that you do media quite a lot. It's really nice, but at the place when we first arrived to Kinnekulle, like you were already there, everybody ready, and everything you had, you were so familiar for us, as we were total strangers for you at the first time, and all the competitions, the level of the racing, that's something that I really like. The racing is tight. Like top 5 is inside 3 seconds in every class, which is quite good, and that's one great side why I wanna approve myself racing in Time Attack Enu. Like if I can do well here, I will do well also in other countries in future.
Yeah, that's really nice to hear. I appreciate those words. Camo, you got any quirky questions for Tommy?
No, not really, but I really recognize the story about motocross, and then understanding and coming to sense that it's quite dangerous, and then want to drive a car instead. It's a story we've heard before. It's quite a few Time Attack drivers that has been on motocross and then switched over. It's motocross is dangerous, and it's yeah. This is just quite better. Just I used to call it well, the English translation should be maybe something about chicken racing, because you don't have to fight with anyone in the curves. You don't have to risk your car to do some accidents with other cars. If you do something, it's your own fault, and you sit in the arm coal in a gravel trap or something. It's your own fault. You don't have to watch yourself for other drivers that's out of their mind. That's what Time Attack is all about. But yeah, for me, racing in Sweden all these years, I can see what you see, because this is my I'm used to this with the time schedule and all the stuff around. So it's very nice to hear another sign, another view from another person that isn't used to it.
Yeah, it's really flattering, I have to say. But we have very high standards on ourselves, but also realistic. It's like this VODCAST. I mean, I'm sure we would love to do a transmission with a CNN quality that just worked, but you have to be realistic. But when it comes to the events, on certain parts and due to experience and actually trial and error, we just make shit work. So it's nice to hear some appreciation for that, because it's certainly nothing you can take for granted on even a small racing event or a really big track day. You can't take any of that for granted. So to move on a bit, Tommy, you were here last year. You really seem to like it. You're a really young, driven guy. You don't see any issues or problems. You just jump head on things. So I was not an idiot. So I asked you to consider being our brand ambassador, and you agreed, which I really appreciated. So tell us, not really, but maybe a bit time consuming. So tell us a bit what you have done during winter, just as a build up to the result, because we both agreed that, listen, it's a long trip to take to come from Finland to Sweden, and it better be goddamn worth it. I mean, you can say all you want what you think about me and my opinions, but if you're gonna make a trip to freaking Sweden, it better be worth it. It better be a good event. And you were there and you saw it yourself. And I guess that's maybe why you actually agreed to be a brand ambassador, because you saw some potential, right?
Yes. You travel from here, from the eastern border of Finland. It takes like 2.5 days to make a trip there in total, like for there and back. But it was worth it from the first time. And that's why I wanted to share this like knowledge of you guys. I wanted to share that you would more Finnish drivers would experience the same things that I have got the experience with you guys. And yeah, as we talked about that, could I represent your series here and possibly tell other drivers what you have to offer? That was quite easy because I saw the chance that I can bring in more drivers from Finland. And during this winter, I have collected 10 Finnish drivers to join the series for this year, 2024.
What do you mean, 10 people in your team, or 10 different drivers and teams?
10 different drivers from Finland.
And cars? With each have their own car?
Yes, all of them.
This is awesome.
Have their own team.
Okay.
So we will have a quite nice King of Mantorp this year.
Oh, so 10 different Finnish drivers and cars are going to be guests, and we haven't even started to actually even open up the so did you bribe them with something, or how did you get everyone interested like this?
They saw my content from your events, and I told them about the experience. That was that easy. I didn't have to threaten them or pay them anything about it. I just told them that if you want to join, I can help you, and that was it. Quite basic. When you do things right, you will gain more drivers into your series.
That's awesome.
Really awesome. Actually have a comment from the chat, which is a really good question. I want people to ask no bullshit questions. So we have Jasmo Skytte. He asks, so you guys make better race events and have a king, and I assume he means the Swedish king, the guy who likes to drink coffee with a female company. Are you guys bad at something? And we're obviously very bad at VODCAST. We've seen that this evening. But yeah, we're bad at a lot of things. But we do good events, obviously. And hope you want to join us, Jasmo. Also, Tommy, has there been any, when people now have found out, because we have this little group in WhatsApp, and if you're a Finnish driver, by the way, all you have to do is contact Tommy. What is it, like 1 or 2 M's, Tommy?
1 M.
One M. Tommy at timeattacknu.se. Just email him or contact him or hit him up at Facebook, hit him up at Instagram, Rattanen Motorsports, and he will tell you all about this if you want to join. But Tommy, has the reaction been, now that everyone is finding out that they're actually going to be 10 of you guys, and when it comes 10 drivers, I guess it's a bunch of mechanics and hangarounds as well. So it's going to be like a big Finnish camp at Mantorp, and has people started to look forward to the whole social thing of it?
I guess so. It's been quite nice that people who have joined, they have already sent messages and are excited about it, and we are making plans for the event. Like, for example, some of the, like me, I will bring some more tools so everyone doesn't have to bring their own and that kind of stuff. Help each other, as we are all traveling from here quite far away. And also I have gained some some advantages for the people. Like we have the FINLAND working with us, so we will have the ferry trip a lot more cheaper than normally.
Oh,
which
so
is
you
quite
have
nice.
some sort of logistical support that you can actually
Yes.
travel cheaper, and then you travel together. It's like easier. It's like it sounds like a massive road trip or something.
Yeah, something like that. I wanted to make it easy for all of the drivers and also help myself at the same. So we made a deal with Finland about this.
Well,
It
that's
sounds
what
like I want to move to Finland just to join this train of race cars.
You are welcome anytime. I will teach you more Finnish.
Okay.
It
We should
sounds.
not tell everyone what sort of Finnish word you're talking already, but it's
Yeah,
not good.
that's our secret. We can just keep it that
Yeah,
way.
it is.
Okay, Tommy. So 10 different cars and drivers and teams signed up, and more probably coming. How about we invite another guest? We got some comments in the chat, but let's bring in the other guest, and we'll do him in English as well, because he's one of the drivers, and he's actually someone who has been in the scene and was in Sweden even in the very early days. So can we welcome Christopher Rask, who is a veteran in Finnish Time Attack and has seen everything in 15 years. I mean, both a driver and a mechanic, drives a Honda EP3. So please join us, Christopher, not in Swedish, but in English.
Hello. Yeah, I'm Christopher. I'm competing with my Civic in club class this year, and yeah, I'm known for a mechanic in a time attack in various classes here, and a few different drivers with
But now you also
different
race
cars.
mostly and
Yeah.
help out as a mechanic, or both.
Yeah. I nowadays only race my only car, and I development it to be faster. So that's my sports nowadays.
So a little bit of private info, because you kind of look like the main character from Breaking Bad. I hope you're not developing stuff in your camper wagon or
Walter
something.
White.
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah,
Now you sound like him.
Hey,
Okay.
hey, Mika, if we go around the Mantorp depot at night and see a brown Winnebago with some sort of smoke coming out, just run.
Just get the hell out of there, man. Or you
Yeah.
go there and you have some money in a bag because you want to have a good time or something.
Sounds nice.
I have been in Mantorp, or King of Mantorp, 3 times, I think now. One time I have been racing by myself, so it's a really nice event.
Yeah, can you tell us a bit, Christopher, because you do have some history, so we want to hear from you. I think we've heard a bit about the Finnish time attack scene, that it's a bit grassroots, and maybe we're a bit further on here since a few years back. How did you get started, and then how was it when you were here in the early days? Because you were here early. You were probably, I imagine, on the very first King of Mantorp in 2014, right?
Yeah, I think I was then also, if I remember right, I was with Rasmus then. The event is always has been very tight. So, and the cars have been very fast and really good quality, and the racing is really nice there. And about Finnish time attack, I started it 15 years ago, helping my school friend, and then found other drivers to help, and we've been building cars all the time with them. So from class upstairs, so up to unlimited.
So you were a part of Toni Rasse Roukonen's crew, or were you with Valtonen as well? Because I don't know, I don't remember.
I was with Tony and Tom.
Oh, Varelius, okay.
Yes. And
Oh, nice.
also one you don't know is Mikael Tuominen.
Was he with the Starlet or the
No.
BMW?
He has Nissan 200SX and 350 Zeta. So, but he has only been in Finland.
Okay, do you know which year you were here the first time in the Swedish event? Was it maybe 2015 or 16?
I don't remember, and I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. You know, we actually got someone here who is already headhunting you because he drives a Honda EP3. It's Erik, his alter ego is Shogun.
Yeah, I know
so
him.
he's asking, are we gonna have a club EP3 battle for King of Mantorp, Mada?
Yes, we're gonna have a hard battle, and I will give everything I can to make the battle very hard. And I have a lot of time to take off from my last year's time, so.
That sounds nice. An EP battle.
Yeah, that's a really popular platform. Do we have like David, can you get us a basic image of his EP3? It's like the most common modern Civic, isn't it? Yeah, but there's a lot of guys who drives those cars, so we're gonna say that if you drive one of those, I mean, maybe you can tell it yourself. The rivalry, it's only on the track and on the lap times. Otherwise, it's like more or less respect and helping each other out, right? Even in the lineup to doing the qualifying heat.
That's always been the case in Tamadak.new. You know, this series has always been about helping each other and building a nice time, a nice how do you say, standing. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
Everyone's
That's
nice.
what I'm saying. Eric says that he has a lot of time to take off, so it's game on. One more question, Christopher, before we move on. What do you look forward to now when there's more more Finnish friends? I know you speak Swedish, so you got a lot of new friends when you were here last time. But now that you also have the Finnish guys, you think we will click in the pit area, or do you think it will be a really messy after party? All right, Christopher has left the building. He had to go do some stuff in his camper van. And like Jasmo Skytte says, he is the danger. So we're leaving him. I think we're going to show a little video from the very first King of Mantorp. And I hope I can get it here on my screen as well. We're going to talk a bit about that. Camo, were you at this King of Mantorp?
Yes.
Because that was
since 2012.
Oh yeah, but I didn't know you were at the original King of Mantorp, which was in 2014, when I was actually pretty much broke and said, let's do something outside the box and put all our last money in doing like something really.
Yeah, if I remember right, I was third in pro class that day.
Oh, you were at the podium. There was a good podium that year. I remember.
Yeah, and I missed the pricing ceremony because when I looked at the timetables, Alex Danielsson had driven some of the cars outside the competition. But when those times was in the timing board, I was, I think, 5th or something. And my sister did have a birthday, I think. And, well, I left. And when I'm halfway to Linköping, they called me and said, "Hey, where are you? You should be on the podium right now." So, well, 180 and back to Mantorp to get a bottle of Parmac.
But you
and
didn't
I think
get
it was a bottle of Shining Monk as well.
Did you stand on the podium or did you miss it?
I miss it.
Oh no, man! You missed history in the making.
Yes, I missed my first podium, and I hold you responsible.
You know that Swedish well-known actor Mikael Persbrandt was there as well, and he was probably he was the owner of one of the cars that you actually beat, right?
Yep.
That's
I
pretty
beat
sick
him
history.
in road racing as well.
Okay. For anyone that doesn't know, he's what is he most known for? He's so known in Sweden. Everyone knows who he is, but
no, he's known outside Sweden, especially in Germany as Gunvald Larsson in the Martin Beck movies. I've read his
like
book.
a Swedish.
Yep.
Centaurs.
Yeah, it was the bear, but he's most famous outside Sweden for the Gunvald Larsson role.
Yep, probably. Well, he's a hardcore badass mother F, so it was really nice to have him there. And we're gonna show you the video. We can show you the video with music. Back in the day, we did everything like you probably shouldn't, and just use music that we felt really fitted the video. So we'll show it without music and just give you some comments through it. Camo, can you see it? If you watch it?
Not in my phone, but I can if we send
it's on now in the phone. I have the YouTube video up, so it's already in the intro.
I can see it in the phone. I just see you in the phone.
It's a real massive. I mean, these videos, I don't remember. I think this video was shot and filmed by Daniel Hovdal and David, who is the producer. But I think also there was this Romanian guy who was with us for a while who edited this one. So I hope you remember us, and if you don't watch this video, thanks for all that. Yeah, there was all these Finnish drivers. There was Valtonen and there was this E30. Do you remember that?
Yeah, the E30 that lost the doors on the long straight.
Oh yeah, during the first day.
Yeah, it was an E30 with an M5 engine, the S38.
Yeah. That was one of the really old school guys, right? That is just supposed to be naturally aspirated, supposed to be like DTM of the 90s, legit.
Yep.
Yeah, he's featured a lot in this video. And you can also see Robin Antonsson and the Supra, of course. Otherwise, it feels like today a lot of cars that could run in the in the challenge class that actually are in the higher classes. But Jari Valti was his name with the E30. I think he was third fastest during that day. So which guest do we still have on here? Okay, good. Christopher, we should invite him back because we're at him. Christopher, are you still with us?
I am here.
Good. Good for having you back. We're just showing the video now for King of Mantor 2014 and making history. So we wanted to end at least the questions here from the audience that maybe Tommy you can answer as well. The question comes from, let's see, Evo Supra, and this is our good friend Mumba Svensson. His question is, what is more important for you guys? Podium, records, or making a respectable lap time, like a general thing? Maybe you can begin, Christopher.
Of the event, I want a good day for me, so it's a good time for me. So how do you count?
You're in it for the social aspect and having a good time. It's a really good answer, I think.
Yeah.
What about you, Tommy? Is he even with us? He seems like he's in a car.
Yeah, he's driving his cars.
He's driving the merch from Christopher.
No.
Jesse Pinkman.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, Tommy Pinkman. We can hear you.
Great. For this year, I say the podium is the goal. last year I wanted to be respectful for just experiencing the event and seeing the level of the racing that you have there. And I feel like that it's really hard. Like I really need to push myself, and I've been practicing more than ever during this winter. Thanks to our 811 team, I have had a chance to practice on simulator, and also I've made some of the adjustments for my car, so I will be more competitive than last year. But the goal is to head on the podium.
Okay, good answer. You know what, Tommy? Thanks a lot for coming, and thank you so much for being so engaged and getting these 10 drivers. We'll see how many we end up to be from Finland. Thanks for doing a really good job. So focus on driving and not doing a podcast while driving. Disclaimer: this is done on closed roads, and we'll see you around. Okay.
Yeah, let's stay in touch. I need to hurry because I still got like 3 hours more to drive tonight.
Yeah, you're gonna drive according to the legal limit now, 100%, right? Right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Always on the road.
Very good. Okay, goodbye. See you.
Yeah.
So, guys, let's bring on our third guest, I think. We were going to talk a lot of lap times because even if you're an Android guy, and I feel really sorry for you if you are, or if you're an iOS guy, which I am, and I'm not partisan at all, then we have an app called the Time Attack NU.se app. And if you find it and download it, it's also in English. It's, I guess, a universal language. You can sort out all the competition lap times in that. So you can actually check it out, and I think it's a really good thing for a guy like Christopher. You can do it, and you can check what front-wheel drive cars in club and club class have done, even sort out what they did in the rookie seasons. So you don't have to compare yourself to giants like Valtonen, Fredrik Wiborg, or other people. So we have the app, and we're going to show it and talk a lot more about lap times, but not this time when the vodcast has been so technically miserable. So having said that, I think Esa, are you still here?
This evening is a mystery because my internet just broke down and I needed to take the phone to get
you're
here.
on the phone now?
No, the internet through the phone.
Oh, okay, that's a 3G sort of thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we're not the only ones having a shitty technical issue, because then we could say that we are responsible for everything.
I have been here in 3 hours and now the internet just shuts down when I'll be talking, so very good.
Yeah, well, Esa, it's really nice to have you here. You are a stranger for us, but you're also, since you signed up, a friend of ours. So give us a 60-second little presentation of who you are, and I will not let you talk so much about your car. I'll just say, we'll get back to that. You drive a really nice Honda S2000. So give us like a short intro on you as a person. What kind of illegal activities do you do and don't do?
Okay, so I'm 32 years old and I'm working on a construction on building bridges, and I'm very busy at summer, so this have been some kind of achievement that I can come to Sweden first time ever. I haven't been Sweden ever before, so I
Are you
need
scared? Do you feel comfortable? Do you look forward to it, or are you like, that's like?
Well, my friends have been there and they don't have anything bad to say about Sweden, so
Oh, that's so nice.
so
Even when it comes to hockey games, you don't have anything bad to say?
when Finland is winning, so then
I think usually Sweden is winning, or am I right? I think they have taken
Yeah, I think
turns.
so. I think so.
it have
They've
been
taken
changed
turns.
nowadays. So Finland also is good at hockey.
Oh yeah, especially goalkeepers. I'm a hockey nut, so I follow it all the time. And Finnish goalkeepers are like Yeah, they're like Formula One drivers, I guess. They're just better than Swedish drivers.
Oh no, you didn't. You didn't go there, did you?
Finnish
We can't
goalkeepers
compare
versus.
No, we can't. If we're going to compete against the Finns, we can't bring up Formula One drivers or rally drivers. We get boned right away.
I didn't say
we
that.
don't have a chance.
Just
Okay,
Formula One and goalkeepers.
Okay.
You have to admit defeat sometimes, Camo. You have to admit defeat.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because when it comes to motorsports, they run us over. It must be something in the mother's milk, or the school feeding. That's DNA for driving cars.
Especially rally and Formula One. How is that, Essa?
Yes.
Do you have a theory on why that is? Is it culture, or is it just that you start to practice? I don't know what. Do you have an idea? Why are you so good at it?
Maybe we are just a little bit too crazy.
It's a very good theory.
Sounds right. Sounds right.
So Essa, how did you get talked into this Swedish adventure, seeing how you have such a busy schedule? So why have you been interested in doing this? Is it because there's some other drivers going, or have you heard about the events previously?
Tommy has been a very big factor on marketing Time Attack New and scheduling stuff. So I just wanted to come because it's a little bit quiet at Finland now, and I just built the car, so I want to drive it, race it.
Of course.
So how long do you have to travel? Where in Finland do you live compared to the other bros?
Eastern Finland, I live at Kuopio area, so it's a long trip also.
But it's going to be, well, let's ask you honestly, do you look forward to the trip and I mean, not every road trip is like the movie Euro trip, but it's still really nice to go on a road trip and just talk to people, and yeah, you and the highway, right?
Yeah, of course, because I think it will be a great event. So this is the time when I can, come to the event and feel it. So and if there are 10 Finnish drivers coming also, it's easier to come also.
Yeah,
But,
for sure.
How long do you have to Helsinki?
From Kuopio,
Yes.
3 to 4 hours.
Oh, that's still a bit of driving to do.
Yes.
So tell us a bit about your S2000, because I've seen the pictures of it and it looks like a show car. Did you intend it to be a time attack car, or are you just very meticulous? We saw some media running over it. We're actually getting a map here now on how far it is for you to drive. But give us a rundown on your S2000, and those cars are actually becoming more and more collectors' classics rather than the track tools they once were, right?
Yeah. I used to drive Honda Civic EP3 before, same like Rask Christopher has. But I had a 2 years inactivity on 2008 to 2020. And one guy wanted to buy the Civic and I sold it. I didn't have any intentions to buy another car, but week after that, it just go, and I just know that I wanted to S2000 for a long time. There wasn't any at Finland for sale, so I opened blocket.se, and there is the car was listed on the Blocket site, the Swedish site, and I just call it, and it was on my yard like 2 weeks from that.
Oh, so how...
the car is built by I don't remember the surname, but the first name is Robert. Maybe someone will know the guy who has built the car, the exterior. I haven't done anything besides side skirts on exterior, but now I'm upgrading the engine, the turbo swap for the car.
Oh,
Okay.
you know, now that you're telling me this, I know I have noticed that car before, because it's such a... Is it a Voltex body kit, or what is the body kit?
Yeah, it's Voltex and Evasive Motorsport body kit.
Yeah, there's a viewer here asking, is it the S2000 from Lysekil or west of Sweden?
I don't know the exact history of the car, but I bought that from Linköping. On the second owner of the... I didn't buy the car from Robert, I buy the car the second owner. So I don't know the exact facts about the car. So
can you also tell us, because we have 22 Sami saying Esa is a bloody good driver, that S2K will be fast. Why is that, Esa? What's your experience? Are you a Formula 1 driver in disguise?
I don't know. I just like driving, and well, with my own limits, you know. I think I will be fast at Mantorp, but never say never. Maybe I'm very slow, but maybe it's because I'm using much of simulator at home.
Oh, you're a sim racer. Okay. I know our producer is going to be happy about that.
Yeah.
Which game do you race in? Yes, it's your life.
Yeah, I have done Assetto Corsa a lot at Mantorp, so same that I can't build my car to Assetto Corsa. I'm not that kind of nerd. Yeah, I don't know Sami well, but I think he has money.
So
yeah, and few Finnish drifters also, Lauri Heinonen and Juha Rintanen also have. So I don't know where they have been making those, but it's a pretty cool to have own car on the game.
Yes,
Rintanen has been around for a few years. I remember his name from like back in 2010 or 12, right?
Yeah.
Old school name. So guys, we're gonna try and to finish it here, and we're gonna just do this really cringy, corny segment that is much more fun when there's more people in it. But we're gonna play a game we called Who Is. So we're gonna make a statement, and then Christopher and Esa, you're gonna say if it's you or Christopher who is the best or worst at something. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
Can you cue the music, David? Can we try this feature out? So we have done it at least. Yes, it's important we have the game show music, because otherwise we can just cancel this program. Yeah, so the rules are simple, and I'll switch turns. I'll just ask who is the best or worst at a thing, and then Christopher, you can answer first, and then Esa, you answer after it. And then I would like to hear, I will ask for motivation on why. Are you ready, David? Cue the music. Okay, you're right. I have the YouTube video up. So the first thing is, which one of you guys is best if there was a war? That's really weird and dark, isn't it?
I think it's Esa because I'm a medic.
In that case, I would rather have you with me.
I don't know. I just build bridges, so.
That's a really good skill to have in a war, actually.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's
It is
so we have a
both
medic and a
bridge
bridge
builders.
builder. Jesus, you
Yeah.
guys are gonna kick our asses if there is a war. Okay, so next question is the game show music on or not? So, which one of you is best to throw or to have with him at a party?
That's have to be Christopher, because I'm
Me.
the shy guy.
You're a shy guy. Usually shy guys, when they start to get going, you know, that's the craziest shit.
Yeah, that's maybe me then. I have my shy side, but when I'm open, I'm open.
Yeah, and you have your own crystal meth as well. So that sounds nice.
What are you gonna bring to on? Because you know it's a really good setup. We don't promote, and I actually stopped drinking alcohol, but we don't promote drinking alcohol during events too much. But on the Saturday night, you're not gonna race the next day, and unless you really have to go home, you can stay in the pit area and do whatever you want. And if you have camper vans, I'm not going to get involved what you do in them. But what are you gonna bring to drink for Saturday night evening if you stay, Christopher?
That will be Finnish Lonkero.
Lankara.
What is that?
It's a long drink from Finland.
Oh, okay. It's like the gin tonic kind of thing.
You will see.
What's in it? Okay.
We'll
I will taste. I will taste.
We will taste. Don't ask so much. Okay. Esa, what will you drink?
I will bring ananas longero, so that's the pineapple version of the normal original.
I think this sounds like a perfect drink for David. He's into those sort of sugary sweet drinks.
Pineapple long drink.
Pineapple. God, I got so in the mood for pineapple now after all these hours of technical bullshit. It would be so nice to have a pineapple drink if I wasn't sober. So next question. Who is, and I think this was going to be obvious. Who is, I written that, who is the worst map reader? But it should be who is the best, who actually finds their way best of you two guys? If you were lost in the woods or doing a long road trip, who would perform better and why?
I will find my way for sure. So maybe me.
I will follow.
It's a really good, very humble strategic tactic, actually. Next question. Who is the most educated person about Sweden?
I think I know more than Esa.
Well, you've been there, first of all.
Yeah, you know Swedish.
Yeah, I also speak Swedish.
Esa, do you have any idea about Sweden, or you're like, I'm gonna do this blind? Like when I watch movies, I really want to see. I don't want to watch. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying that. Has he read anything about it? Has he watched any YouTube clips about it, or?
Do you know where it is?
I don't have no idea what you're talking about, but
yes, use the Compass app on your phone and go
west.
Go west.
Go west.
Yeah, go west. About the
Please
war.
go west.
Please don't
East
mention
is very
the
bad.
war. Don't mention the war, guys. We'll be cancelled.
No. Go west from Finland, and then you find Sweden.
Yeah, actually, we got a debate going because Jasmo said we both just joined this little club where you pay a lot of money to be in a defensive sort of thing. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on here. We are buddies on paper. We're not going to have wars against each other. Final one.
Finland has always been our buddies.
Oh yeah, there was.
Yeah, there is that year '95. You remember that?
No, I saw that in the comments. Please expand that. Sorry, Jasmo, I didn't read your comment. What happened in '95? And what
Globen. Don't you remember Globen?
Did you win the gold then?
Yeah,
No,
we
you
won
didn't.
in Globen the first time.
Did you have Saku
Yes.
Koivu and who else
Yeah.
were in that team?
Yeah,
You had a cheat team. Come on, guys. You had a cheat team.
there was many of them. I don't remember.
Was Selänne there?
Peltonen was there. What? No, Selänne wasn't there.
But Saku
He
Koivu
wasn't
was,
95.
right?
Koivu was there, yes.
Yeah, so it's a cheat team, so it doesn't count.
Yeah.
But it was in Sweden.
Yeah, but still cheat
Yes.
team. The final question, guys, then we're gonna end this. Which one of you guys gets the Kimi award? Who is the most bad-tempered person? Nobody dares to answer that.
Esa saying he's on mute.
Yeah.
He got angry.
I'm not sure. I don't know Esa so good, so I don't know.
But you sound
Okay.
like a really cheerful guy, so you're not like a Kimi
Yeah,
Räikkönen
on
guy.
the track I'm very friendly.
Okay, so you're not gonna get the Kimi award. You're gonna give it to Esa.
Yeah.
You have any comments, Esa?
Let's see at July.
Yes, let's see after a few Lankaras or what
Sounds
they're
nice.
called.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay, guys. Thanks a lot for doing this. I mean, everything became sort of bullshit after our software crashed, but I'm happy we did it. We had a really good time. It's going to be great to get to know all you other Finnish weirdos, and you're going to get to know us Swedish weirdos. So I look forward to that. Thank you, Camo. Thank you, David. Thank you, Tommy. And thank you, all the viewers and commenters. Like Nick D87 said, let the results talk. At King of Mantorp, which is, can you give us the date, David? King of Mantorp 2024. It's on a Saturday, so it's back
if
on
you
a
just
Saturday.
move a bit to the right, Mika.
Yes, that's correct. So that means you have 3 days of driving, and Saturday is the main event for the first time since 2019. King of Mantorp on a Saturday, 105 decibel noise day, a lot of good surprises. So really looking forward to that. Thanks again for following us. And the next show, it's going to be a bit of a young gun special. So we're going to talk a bit more about if there is any future, any regrowth in Time Attack. Are there any young people interested in what we do? Or are we basically FUCKED? And the spoiler is no, we're not. And we have some good news about that. Also, this Friday, doesn't matter if you're 1 person or 10 person listening to this, we're going to do another broadcast from the Elmia Expo. And hopefully we have some big news to share there as well. But the biggest news for today is that 10 teams sign up from Finland, and we're going to have a really good time at King of Mantorp. So thank you for me. If you guys want to say something, then please do that, and we'll finish it here.
Just thank you for watching.
And our Finnish friends, thanks for being here. Hope you were happy.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, good, David. Let's end this. Bye-bye. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.